Hey everyone, Vector here. Here's another video talking about how to use my watch list levels with black box stocks. So for today's video, I'm going to focus on Boeing. And so on the watch list for the last week or so, I had said that I was looking for a dip and rip off the 50 moving average, right? And so on this swing, if you come and take a look down here, you're going to see, okay, so this on my chart, this light blue line is the 50-day moving average, and this is the 200-day moving daily chart. And so you can see how on Friday we got a dip, and today we got a dip, held the red to green line. This is the solid yellow line, and a rip, right? So that to me is saying, hey, you know, if you didn't get in off the 50 or start a position on Friday, today, watching this price action, you consider it. So now, here's a couple things on this. Well, one, if you're new to using the watch list, and just this is the first time watching this video or know about me, so I publish a watch list daily, and as part of the watch list, I each morning when I'm looking at stocks, I'm also looking at figuring out what levels will people buy and sell likely, and then so part of the watch list I include these levels. Now, one of the things that happened with that is that became tedious, especially when you have the 10, 15 tickers, to go and draw those lines out on the charting platform. Otherwise, what I would do, since I was aware, is I would just kind of remember those numbers. But for a lot of people, that's going to be a lot. That's kind of hard, right? And so, developed some code, and brought it, made it easy to use. And so with the watch list, there's also this watch list levels code, which makes it super easy to bring the levels into Thinkorswim or into TradingView. And so the levels are the dashed yellow lines are the watch list levels, and the solid yellow line is the previous day's close. And then also what I have on my charts is VWAP here, but that's not in study code. So anyways, the code kind of makes it super fast. I mean, basically for all the watch, you just copy and paste it once, and for anytime you bring up a stock that is on the watch list, the levels will automatically get drawn for you. So it turned to like something that was taking me 20-30 minutes each morning to like a minute now. So it's super handy. And so the next thing is that, so let's take a look at BA. So we had the dip, it held the red to green line, and then started ripping, right? And so we're like, hey, you know, I think, you know, maybe is today the dip and rip, right? After look how many red days there were, right? Hey, there could be a bounce. And then we want to take a look at, let's take a look, bring up a black box option flow. Okay. And so you can see here in the option flow, and I'm just going to scroll all the way to the morning, and you can see here in the morning that they started buying the 250s, 240s, 250s, 240s, and there's pretty much almost a good portion of the morning, and most of the money went into calls. There's a couple that came in here around 1050 for puts, but overall, right in the morning, there's just been buying happening, right? And so when you see that, and you see the so when you see that flow and all that buying happening right here, so when you see all this buying happening right here, you can consider going long, right? Right here, hold. It held this low, so it bounced off this red to green line, crossed, cleared this, dipped, held VWAP, held the two watch list levels right here. So that's congestion right here, when you see them too close to each other. And then when you see this kind of holding, right, you pushed, dipped, held again, and you're seeing more flow, coming in, that should give you more confidence, right? Because you can tell, hey, there's support here. So if it broke this levels, I should cut it. But as long as it's holding, I want to hang on to this, right? And I want to target it going to this 247, and that's the next watch list level. So let's take a look and see what would have happened if you bought it, right? Let's say you bought it either here off this bounce, or let's just say you waited a little bit later and you bought it around 10:30 into this consolidation, right? Actually, let's even go a little later, a little 11, right, when it broke here. Okay. So what you could have done here is, if the scenario one is you said, hey, the watch list said that, hey, I want to dip and rip off the 50-day EMA. That's like 240 right here. And so it kind of dipped and it reclaimed this 240. So I'm going to get long here. And it's roughly like 945, 950. So if you take a look here on the chart, you could have got long at right around $3.20, right? And if you take a look at the black box option flow, you'll also see they were buying right around then. Okay, and so so that was an early entry, right? And if you did that at $3, like, let's just say you got, hey, you saw the low days like 240, so you say, hey, I'm gonna get in $3. I'm gonna risk 50 cents, $500. And you grab 10 contracts. And if you held it, looking for that next watch list level, right? Because it never came back, and you held it for the day, you would toward this end of the day, you'd be up. Let's just say you took some off, but basically you'd be up about $3,500, right? Not bad, risking $500 from that morning action and watching that flow. It's like, really, that's a great return. And so that's one trade. But say you missed the morning entry, right? So then we're looking later, and what we see is, hey, it dipped, held, dipped, higher low, and we're like, okay, hey, you know what? I think this could keep going for the day. I saw that there was more buying on the option flow, and so let's go long, right? So you can go long, and so that's right here, right around this 11 o'clock area, and you can see there's some dips, and you could have got long somewhere around $3.60 to $4, right? Same situation. Maybe you go smaller size, and instead of that, you go, hey, instead of going 10 contracts, you go, I'm still going to risk $500. I'm going to go 5 contracts, and you put a stop at, say, maybe $3, and you're in at $4. Let's just say. But guess what? At the end, you're risking $500, and here at $6 or $6.50, you're basically up $1,200, right? Not bad. And I mean, that's really clean, solid work. And you're right here, you're up right here from entry over here, right? And you maybe even got in better down on this, right into this flush. And so there's a number of techniques that I'm not going to get into for sizing and scaling up and everything for this video, but I do cover a lot of those techniques in the 2-Hour Trader program. So with regards to this, is that by paying attention to the watch list levels, knowing where there's support and where there's targeting. I mean, if you're in here, it's a Monday, right? This could, if this clears this 247, could see 257. So in theory, you could have risked $500 here, or maybe $500 here, and then make anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 later this week, and just by using these levels. So not just by using these levels. Using these levels and then using black box stocks option flow to see what is money doing, what is big money doing, and is there volume, is there potential for more follow through, and that's what option flow helps tell you, right? What is money doing? What is big money doing? So by combining the watch list level and getting black box stocks, if you don't already have it, you can do some real good magic to your account. So I hope this video was helpful, and be sure to like it, share it, subscribe, and leave some comments if you have questions or would like to see more of these. So hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys next time.